Hi. Well, let's adjust things here a little bit more this way. Okay. Hey, I made a short 5-minute even video, exactly 5-minute video to put in for my practitioner on that after that last 17-minute video, but the sound wasn't right. Hopefully the sound is better now on this. I just found some new adjustment to make. So this one is, I might still post the 5-minute one for my practitioner that was made for her, but about the Tardive Dyskinesia. But these are two words that the American Psychiatric Association does not want you to understand. Tardive Dyskinesia, Tardive, which means showing up later, and dyskinesia means involuntary movements. It's Dyskinesia. It's not pronounced how it's spelled. It looks spelled dyskinesia, but it's pronounced dyskinesia. Medically, look it up. So, but what it is, and if you're taking these kind of medications, don't stop taking them because I say this. Do not stop taking them. That's the wrong thing to do. If you have a diagnosis of schizophrenia or psychosis and you're taking antipsychotic medication, and that's not the only kind of medication that causes tardive dyskinesia. There's other stuff too. I'm not sure. Stomach pills and nausea pills and different kind of things cause this kind of condition. And it's the burning away of the nerves from the fingertips. From the fingertips by daily usage of these drugs burns the nerves, control nerves down, and covers up the damage it does as it does this. So you don't know it's doing it. You stop taking them. Or you should get... I noticed in the treatment, this was thought to be a permanent condition all these years. This is why the American Psychiatric Association didn't want you to know this. If you accept treatment for schizophrenia, you're accepting treatment, diagnosis of tardive dyskinesia, likely at some point, possibly in time, you don't know. You know, I mean, the old generation, typical generation of antipsychotics, they were called, first generation, were really horrible for causing this condition. The newer ones, I understand, are not so bad, but they still can cause it. So you don't know how to quit taking it. So if you quit taking it, the psychosis will come back. It's a catch-22. You can't quit taking it. But it will do this damage if you do keep taking it. You don't know. There's no test for this? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I just live with having had it to a very severe degree. And I've known about it so many years that I've forgotten about it until I was looking for a treatment for other symptoms of side effects of antipsychotics, like drooling, was coming back after 25 years of it covering up its damage it does to side effects by taking the action of the neuropsychiatric action of the antipsychotics. Cover up the damage they do, so you don't know they're doing it. So it was covering up the damage I already had done then when I got on the second generation antipsychotic, which made me well from the psychosis in 1994. But we're celebrating the 29th anniversary of this time of year right now. Wonderful, happy time. Thank you for the treatment. I gladly accept it because I'd rather be well than psychotic and have a CIA at my door or on the phone to the police chief and again. And we don't want those days to come back. People who knew me then are getting harder to find, but people who knew me then know that that's all true. That's in my book. In the Grip of Paranoid Schizophrenia is the title. 3rd edition is what you want. If you want to know what goes on inside a psychotic mind, that it's in there. I laugh. Yeah, it's a crazy story. I can't believe it happened to me in my lifetime. There's a whole thing about it afterwards. But anyways, where are we at? 4 minutes. So I was going to say, the way some of these psychiatrists act, about sedating you. It's not sedating. It's burning away your nervous system, and causing brain damage. I even have a paper in my file cabinet back there somewhere that's from the 1980s, written by doctors in Scandinavia nations, medical association, and that says that these kind of antipsychotic drugs, the old type, typical one generation, first generation, can cause an actual frontal lobotomy. So I don't know about that. I don't have one of those. By the tears I spent in later years, I have emotions, but so much abuse is going on. But how society has dealt with this, and historically, has been locking people up in cages in institutions, which you didn't see. You saw the institution, but you didn't see the cage inside. Some video was on Facebook a while back about those cage, whatever they were called, cribs of some kind, sedation cribs or whatever they were called in the 1800s. But so until they had, it was 1952 before they discovered this medication known as chlorpromazine, or later called thorazine, was good for an antipsychotic. 1952 was the first chemical intervention we had for psychosis. So how can you blame anybody, for using these drugs to try to control? They knew it controlled the delusions as well as the calming people down when they're psychotic. So there's nobody to blame. There's no conspiracy theory here. You want a conspiracy theory? Read my book. That's a good one. Have a nice day. So we need to say that Austedo, I want to pronounce it wrong for some reason, but it's Austedo, like steadiness of hand, which my hands are now steady, which they weren't before on lower dosages when we started this. But yeah, my psych practitioner Leslie, we got a good thing here. This is a good thing, this Austedo. The hands are steady. I can hold a screwdriver inside the motherboard on my computer and not drop it. Screw. So I'm doing good. Thank you for the treatment. United States. Thank you. Bye now.